Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, respectable viewers. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Black magic, evil eye, jinn possession, a dark, mysterious word. May Allah protect us from all these evils. So today's the topic is that a magician has casted spell on someone. Someone is under the effect of magic. The magic is done by a magician, and then the magician dies. So will the magic end with the death of the magician or not? So to understand this concept, we have to understand first that by source magic is of two types. First type is that when magician takes help from jinns, from magicians, and he cast spell with the help of jinns and demons. And the second type is that where jinns are not involved, a magician does not take help from jinns and demons. He just casts spells on hair, on nails, on clothes, and different other belongings of a person. For example, when Prophet Moses, he was in a competition with magicians of Egypt. So Allah Almighty has narrated that incident in chapter Taha, verse 66. Allah Almighty says in Holy Quran, فَإِذَا حِبَالُهُمْ وَعِسِيُّهُمْ يُخَيَّلُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ سِحْرِهِمْ أَنَّهَا تَسْعَى. When the magicians, they threw their ropes, they were appearing as snakes, but they were not snakes in reality. So here it was magic, but here jinns were not involved. Magicians, they were not taking help from jinns and demons. So if a magician has casted spell on someone, but with the help of jinns and demons, and why jinns they help that magician? Why demons they work for that magician? Because that magician, he has enslaved those jinns, he has enslaved those demons, and they are bound to obey that magician. And the second thing is that sometimes a magician, he obeys jinns and he worships them. So eventually they will work for that magician. So if the thing is that magic is done with the help of jinns and demons, so with the help of the magician, that magic will end and that magic will cease working, and that magic will not be effective, because after the death of that magician, those jinns, they will be free and they are no more slaves of that magician. So when they are free, they will not renew the magic, because in this dark world, when magic is done, so after some time that magic is renewed, and those jinns and demons, those are employed in the process of magic, they renew that magic. But when a magician dies, so those jinns, they are free, they are not bound by any magician, so they will not renew that magic. So eventually that magic will end, that magic will cease working. But if the second type of magic is done on a person, for example, magic is done on hair, magic is done on nails, magic is done on clothes, and those things are buried somewhere. So here jinns and demons are not involved. So here, after the death of the magician, this magic will keep working even after the death of the magician. Okay, so here, to destroy this type of magic, the first thing is that the victim should have to locate those things, locate those buried things, and then destroy those, and inshallah the magic will end. But if you cannot find those buried things, so what is the other option? So the second option is that too much recitation of Holy Quran. Recite Holy Quran, recite Holy Quran, recite Holy Quran chapter Al-Baqarah, and there are other verses that are taught by Holy Prophet ﷺ to remove the effects of magic. Okay, so those verses are necessary. Those verses will work to end the process of magic. So if that second type of magic is done, where jinns are not involved, so the first thing is that locate those buried things, destroy those things, and inshallah the magic will cease working. But if you cannot find, you cannot locate those things, then recite Holy Quran and pray Allah Almighty, and inshallah those things, even without destruction, those things will stop working, and inshallah you will be recovered from any type of magic. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.